My name is Adam and I'm from Greenland. Like many other Greenlanders, I have a strong connection to the nature. It means a lot to me in every way, recreational, work, and so I spend an enormous time out there skiing, just sailing, with family, with friends, by myself. I love it out there. Well, my biggest passion has been skiing since I was a little kid. Not only outside our house, I started competing when I was 6, and it has always been a really important part in my life. So I spend a lot of time skiing, especially for the past 15 years, where I do a lot of ski touring, and I've been guiding for the past 6-7 years. Because skiing here in Greenland is really, really special. We have some amazing, endless amount of summits to sea lines here. Our spring skiing here is fantastic, and we can keep skiing from summit to sea all the way into June pretty much. It's beautiful here, and there's so many untouched areas, so many places that haven't been explored yet. I'm still working on it. Well, there's a lot of activities to do here when you come visit Greenland. The main thing might be the nature, the big vast wilderness we have here in Greenland. Like if you want to come and relax, the quietness here is like nowhere else. But if you're a more adventurous group or more extreme group, there's a lot of things to do, climbing, skiing. But for me, the small cities, the small settlements are also a really, really important part to see how life is here. The culture here is special. Like my grandma, she was born and raised in a turf house. So I think it's important for people also to see that part. Well, I've been guiding, as I mentioned, for some years now, but working for other companies. And a couple of years ago, I started thinking, I would really like to make my own company to show this thing that I love so much in my own way. I would really like to do it with someone, to have a partner doing this. And that partner shouldn't be just some random guy, of course. But I have a really good friend named Torlak. And a couple of years ago, I asked him, I was visiting him, and said, you know what, I have some ideas that I would like to speak with you about. I've been thinking of starting some adventure company or something, but I don't really dare to do it myself. I've been thinking of asking you. And he was like, no way, that's what I wanted to ask you, so it was like meant to be. We both have this big passion for the outdoors, and both spend a lot of time out in the nature together. We hunt together, we ski together, we run in the mountains together. We do a lot of things together, and we both always had this urge to wanting to show other people how it is here, because for us it's something that everybody should experience. There's so many things to see and do here in Greenland, and imagine if you can make a living out of doing something that you love so much. We made an agreement, we shook hands and said, you know what, everything we are going to do in this company has to be something that we would like to do ourselves. Because as long as you want to do it, if your interest is there, your motivation is way higher, and what you deliver is just better. Well, our company, Two Ravens, have a lot of things to offer, from day hikes on snowshoes or just hiking in the summertime, food experiences, overnight trips. We offer guiding and skiing. We do team buildings. It's everything that can be done out in the nature, because for us it's important to get out and do something out there. To be out in the elements is something that is important for everyone. And some forget it sometimes, but it's like going way back in time, just living the simple life. there should be any highlights in our trips, it might be that everything we offer has a story behind it. We have this saying that it's all about the stories you bring back home, because when you meet someone, you're together with someone, it's when you start sharing stories, telling stories, you connect more. So I hope the highlights when you go on a trip with us is that you feel that you get something special back home. We have a story behind everything, like everything we offer food-wise is something that we caught ourselves, and if we haven't caught it ourselves, it would be maybe some sheep from in the fjord, and then we have come and bought it from the sheep farmer ourselves. So there is something behind everything. So that's another way to keep it personal is we keep our groups to a maximum of 6 people. Then you start getting a little bit more personal, you get a little bit deeper, and when you open up, you also soak everything in way stronger, so which will hopefully make the experiences with us in the nature more memorable. I kind of grew up on a boat, so we sailed a lot. I've been sailing a lot along the coast. Went off school as much as I could, going sailing with my dad and helping him out with his charters. And then we have also sailed quite a lot out in the world. Like when I was 14, we took a year off and went from Aasiaat up in the Disco Bay area in Greenland where we lived, and sailed all the way down to Trinidad and Tobago, almost down in South America. That trip meant a lot to me. I think it has formed me in many ways. Being out on the sea is something special too. Again, it's out in the nature. Well, since the pandemic started, it has been tough for many operators here in Greenland. But in my opinion, it hasn't only been bad. I think it has been good for a lot of us operators to experience something where you have to get creative, think in other ways, other directions, and take this time as an opportunity to do something to develop your company. And a lot of the operators and the big tourism boards have been really helpful, helping each other to kind of be prepared for when everything opens up again.